Hello, and welcome to the Online Public Information Center, or PIC for short, for the Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive Integrated Road Improvement Project. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation and learn more about this study. Your input is extremely valuable to us. Due to the current circumstances caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, this Public Information Center is being held exclusively online, with the information presented in this document. Please take your time to read through the display material. To view the display boards on a PDF file, rather than in this video presentation format, please visit www.mississauga.ca/Rathburn-Ponytrail. We invite you to provide any comments you may have by February 5th, 2021. You may provide your comments by submitting a comment sheet available at www.mississauga.ca/Rathburn-Ponytrail. Or you can contact the City Project Manager listed at the bottom of this slide. The purpose of this PIC is to provide an overview of the study purpose and study area, present the opportunities and considerations for improvements along the study corridors, provide an overview of the applicable policies, review the existing conditions in the study area, identify the opportunities for improvement for Rathburn Road and Ponytrail Drive within the study area, present the design concept alternatives and preliminary preferred design concept, and to discuss the next steps and how to provide comments. The city has planned for road resurfacing of Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive as part of the 2021 and 2022 annual resurfacing program. This provides an opportunity to explore and integrate opportunities for active transportation facilities, as well as any operational improvements on these segments. For example, noise walls and intersection improvements. The proposed improvements will create a safer, more comfortable, and more environmentally sustainable environment for all road users, including pedestrians and cyclists, as well as transit users. The project study area includes Rathburn Road East from Dixie Road to Etobicoke Creek and Ponytrail Drive from Rathburn Road East to Burnhamthorpe Road East. Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive are designated as major collector roads and a key transportation link for local movement of people within the Rockwood Village neighborhood in the city of Mississauga. Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive connects both Dixie Road and Burnhamthorpe Road East. Within the study area, Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive have a posted speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour. The oldest section of Rathburn Road is east of Fieldgate Drive, which was built in 1976. Over the years, Rathburn Road has gone through extensions and improvements and is in its current configuration since 1990. As part of the upcoming road resurfacing program, the city identified an opportunity to re-evaluate and implement roadway changes to balance the needs of all road users and improve safety. By completing these projects simultaneously, rather than staggering the construction of the road resurfacing work and other improvements, it will decrease the amount of construction and disturbance to residents and road users within and adjacent to the study area. Through this study, it has considered constraints within the study area, including the ability to accommodate all modes of transportation within the limited right-of-way, as well as ensuring adequate traffic operations maintenance, the reliability of transit services, and the adjacent land use and connectivity for all modes of transportation. The implementation of a complete street design, including cycling facilities, is consistent with and supported by provincial, regional, and local plans and policies. Here are a number of relevant documents. For example, the Provincial Policy Statement, A Place to Grow, Cycle On, and the 2041 Regional Transportation Plan provides provincial direction that encourages sustainable modes of transportation in suburban and urban settings. At the regional level, the Region of Peel's official plan, Sustainable Transportation Strategy, and Let's Move Peel promotes active transportation and encourages and supports building safer and more environmentally sustainable streets. Finally, the City of Mississauga's policy plans, which include the official plan, the cycling master plan, the transportation master plan, the strategic plan, the development charges background study, and the My Way 5-year transit service plan, all support the implementation of safe and comfortable travel for all road users, including in active transportation. The City of Mississauga's Cycling Master Plan, which was adopted by City Council in 2018, was completed with 4 major goals: improve safety for cycling, build a connected, convenient, and comfortable bicycle network, increase the number of cycling trips in Mississauga, and foster a culture of cycling. The city is envisioned to be a place where people choose to cycle for recreation, fitness, and daily transportation needs. Cycling will become a way of life that supports vibrant, safe, and connected communities and enhances our overall health and quality of life. The Cycling Master Plan presents a recommended cycling network for the City of Mississauga that will meet the needs of cyclists of all ages and abilities, and support the vision of Mississauga as a city where people choose to cycle for recreation, fitness, and daily transportation needs. The Cycling Master Plan identifies separated bike lanes, which are also referred to as cycle tracks, on Rathburn Road East from Dixie Road to Ponytrail Drive, and on Ponytrail Drive from Rathburn Road East to Burnhamthorpe Road East. The Cycling Master Plan also proposes bike lane cycling facilities on Rathburn Road East from Ponytrail Drive to Etobicoke Creek. The types of cycling facilities that have been identified and considered for Rathburn Road and Ponytrail Drive include on-road separated bike lanes and in-boulevard cycle tracks. On-road separated bike lanes are bicycle lanes on the road that are separated from vehicular traffic by a buffer. The example on the slide shows the bike lane separated from vehicular traffic by bollards. In boulevard cycle tracks are bike facilities that are in the boulevard area behind the curb of the road. The example on the slide shows the cycle track behind the curb and highlighted by colored concrete. These are the types of cycling facilities that have been considered best practice locally, nationally, and internationally. This map illustrates the different types of land use in the study area. From the plan, you can see that there is a multitude of land uses within and adjacent to the study area, including residential in yellow and in coral, mixed use in light magenta, commercial in dark purple, open space and green lands in green, and office in light purple. The study considers the road users who are traveling to and from these land uses, who will be driving, walking, or cycling on Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive. The connection to Etobicoke Creek Trail, as well as connections to other existing and proposed cycling facilities and trail facilities, are being considered. Given the adjacent land uses and the need to support all modes of transportation, a complete street design approach has been applied when considering improvements to Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive. Those of you who are local area residents may be familiar with the study area already. This figure illustrates the existing road and signal facilities on Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive within the study area. The study area corridor includes numerous commercial and residential driveways, 3 uncontrolled trail crossings at the Utility Trail and Lorry Meadow Trail on Rathburn Road East and Shaver Trail on Ponytrail Drive, 4 off-road trail connections at the Utility Trail and Lorry Meadow Trail on Rathburn Road East and Shaver Trail and the Etobicoke Creek Trail on Ponytrail Drive, 2 boulevard multi-use trail connections at Dixie Road and Burnhamthorpe Road East, and 14 bus stops, or 7 pairs, including 3 pairs with no formal street crossing. This figure illustrates the existing rights-of-way widths, the number of lanes, and the location of the median on Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive between Dixie Road and Burnhamthorpe Road. In general, the rights-of-way widths range from 30 meters to 35 meters. Within the rights-of-way, there are 2 lanes in each direction with some segments that have a wide center median. There are large trees in the wider boulevard on Rathburn Road East from Dixie Road to Fieldgate Drive. This figure illustrates the existing rights-of-way widths, the number of lanes, the location of the median, and connections to trails on Rathburn Road East between Ponytrail Drive and Etobicoke Creek. In general, the right-of-way varies from 30 meters to 35 meters. There are 2 lanes in each direction which are divided by a wide center median. Rathburn Road East terminates at the Etobicoke Creek, where there is a connection to Etobicoke Creek Trail. A traffic analysis was completed to look at the existing and future traffic conditions of Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive within the study area. This allows us to understand how the corridors are operating and how the proposed improvements to the road may impact the operating conditions in the future. As shown on this aerial photo, from west to east, the key intersections on Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive that were assessed are as follows: Rathburn Road East and Dixie Road, Rathburn Road East and Fieldgate Drive, Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive, Ponytrail Drive and Maple Ridge Drive or Lookout Court, and Rathburn Road East and Bow Beaches Boulevard East. The green circles and green segment indicate that there is no congestion under the existing conditions. Improvements to these intersections were proposed with the safety of the pedestrians and cyclists in mind, while maintaining vehicular traffic flows at an acceptable level. The improvements considered include the removal of channelized right turn lanes or dedicated right turn lanes, to reduce the crossing lane for pedestrians at the intersections, and to reduce conflict between cars and pedestrians. As a continuation from the previous slide, this figure looks at the operation of the intersections with the proposed improvements at the respective intersections, and for the road segment of Rathburn Road East from Ponytrail Drive to Etobicoke Creek. The proposed intersection and road segment improvements are intended to provide safe and convenient crossing opportunities at intersections, as well as to better support active transportation use. The safety features that are being introduced include the removal of channelized right turn lanes, adjusting curbs, and dedicated cycling lanes through the intersection. From west to east, these are the proposed roadway improvements for the following intersections. At Rathburn Road East and Dixie Road, the removal of channelized right turns from all the approaches. At Rathburn Road East and Fieldgate Drive, the removal of dedicated right turn lanes in the eastbound and westbound directions. At Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive, the removal of channelized right turns from the westbound and southbound directions. At Ponytrail Drive and Maple Ridge Drive or Lookout Court, the removal of dedicated right turn lane in the eastbound direction. At Rathburn Road East and Bow Beaches Boulevard East, operating with an all-way stop control. The results of the modeling under future conditions with the proposed improvements at the intersections and with signal optimization indicated that all the intersections will not have any congestion. This is represented with the green circles at the intersections. The only exception is at the Dixie Road and Rathburn Road East intersection, where we are seeing some congestion in the model, which is represented by the yellow circle at this intersection. The proposed improvements for the road segment of Rathburn Road East from Ponytrail Drive to Etobicoke Creek is to reduce from a 4-lane to a 2-lane cross-section with provisions of bicycle lanes in both directions. Based on the traffic analysis, it indicated that the proposed improvements at the respective intersections and the reduction of Rathburn Road from 4 lanes to 2 lanes east of Ponytrail Drive would not result in congestion along the corridor. The design team will be looking at ways to improve the aesthetics of the corridor by considering urban design elements that can be incorporated to create a more vibrant and inviting environment. The city recently completed a noise assessment for both road corridors and identified gaps in the noise wall infrastructure. As seen in this aerial figure, the identified gaps include all 4 quadrants of the intersection of Rathburn Road and Fieldgate Drive. The type of noise wall will be developed as the design progresses and will be selected from the city's approved products list. Noise walls can provide an audible reduction in roadway traffic noise to residents directly behind the barrier. Noise barriers can be designed to be aesthetically pleasing from both the roadway and property owner sides of the barrier. The project team looked at different intersection designs to provide vehicular, cyclist, and pedestrian movements through the Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive intersection. A 2-lane roundabout within boulevard cycle and pedestrian facilities was considered, but ultimately, maintaining the conventional intersection by removing the channelized right turn lanes and providing separate facilities for cycling and pedestrians was chosen as the preferred option. The removal of right turn channels alternative is less costly and has no impacts to adjacent properties. Another factor was that the community may be unfamiliar with multi-lane roundabouts and therefore would create a more complex environment for pedestrians and cyclists crossing the multi-lane roundabout. To improve the safety and comfort for pedestrians, several types of pedestrian crossing designs were considered, including refuge islands, pedestrian crossovers, and signalized crossings. Refuge islands provide pedestrians a safe spot to concentrate on crossing one direction of traffic at a time. Pedestrian crossovers provide pedestrians priority while vehicles must yield to them. Finally, signalized crossings are the popular crossing designs that provide pedestrians with priority while crossing when they are given the traffic signal to cross. After a review of where pedestrians may travel or cross Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive, the project team carried out an evaluation of where pedestrian crossing locations may be improved. The criteria included in the evaluation include safety, where pedestrians will most likely cross the road, traffic operations, width of the road, proximity to signalized road crossings, and costs. This figure shows which locations on Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive were considered for the pedestrian crossing evaluation. Based on the findings, a signalized pedestrian crossing at the recently constructed multi-use trail within the Hydro Corridor between Fieldgate Drive and the Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive intersection is proposed. This figure shows the location on Rathburn Road East, east of Ponytrail Drive, where a pedestrian crossing evaluation was carried out. The recommended improvement is a proposed all-way stop condition at the intersection of Rathburn Road East and Bow Beaches Boulevard East. In addition to identifying locations for pedestrian crossing improvements, improvements for cyclists on Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive between Dixie Road and Burnhamthorpe Road were also reviewed. This figure illustrates the preferred preliminary design concept and where there are proposed changes to the road cross-section. A one-way, 2-meter wide cycle track is proposed on each side of the boulevard. The cycle tracks are separated from vehicular traffic by the curb and gutter and are physically separated from the pedestrian traffic by a wide boulevard. In this cross-section, the green boxes indicate that the existing sidewalks and roadway will remain in the preferred preliminary design concept. The red boxes indicate where the proposed 2-meter wide cycle tracks will be located in the boulevard. For Rathburn Road East, east of Ponytrail Drive, findings in the traffic analysis indicated that traffic volumes are very low in this area. There are opportunities to reduce the number of lanes on the road and provide cycling facilities within the existing road right-of-way. This figure illustrates the design alternatives that were considered. The first alternative is do nothing, which is the existing cross-section of the road with no changes. The next three design alternatives all propose a reduction from 4 lanes to 2 lanes. Alternative 1 proposes a one-way, 2-meter wide cycle track and sidewalk on each side of the boulevard. This alternative proposes a left turn lane to replace the existing raised concrete median in order to provide access to side streets. There will be landscaping between the cycle tracks and the sidewalks. Alternative 2 proposes a 2-way cycle track and multi-use trail in the boulevard physically separated from both vehicular traffic and pedestrians. This alternative would require a complete reconstruction of the roadway. The center left turn lane will provide access to side streets. This alternative proposes landscaping between the vehicular lanes and the boulevard cycle tracks on the east side, and between the cycle tracks and the sidewalks on the west side. Alternative 3 proposes on-road bike lanes on both sides of the road. In this alternative, the cyclists are separated from vehicular traffic by a painted buffer on the road, complete with collapsible bollards. The cyclists are physically separated from pedestrians. This alternative provides an opportunity to create some landscaping on the existing median with low-lying shrubs and/or grass. The alternatives were assessed utilizing the following criteria. Socioeconomic. How it impacts the existing surroundings and provides or improves the complete street approach. Traffic and transportation. How it affects vehicular traffic and benefits all corridor users. Urban design. Available opportunities for aesthetic improvements. Utilities. Impacts to existing infrastructure. And costs. Based on the assessment of alternatives, Alternative 3 ranked the best overall when considering all the criteria. It was identified as the preliminary preferred design concept. Overall, Alternative 3 is the most consistent to the city's cycling master plan's vision and is less expensive compared to the other alternatives. It is the preliminary preferred design concept and will be subject to refinement based on input from members of the public, stakeholders, and technical agencies. As shown in the graphic, there is an opportunity to create some landscaping on the existing median with low-lying shrubs and/or grass. What are some of your comments on the improvements proposed for pedestrians and cyclists on Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive? We encourage you to submit any comments or questions to the project team by February 5th, 2021. You can use the comment form on the webpage for the PIC. Should you wish to provide comments in another way, please contact the City Project Manager listed in the PIC display board or on the project website. Following this Public Information Center, the project team will review and respond to questions and comments, tracking all feedback, review the design in light of comments received and make design refinements as needed, and initiate the detailed design and tender documentation process. The construction timing will be subject to funding availability and priorities. Thank you for watching this video presentation and for your interest in the Rathburn Road East and Ponytrail Drive Integrated Road Project. We appreciate your time and interest in this study.